everyone, I'm Meteorologist Katie Frazier with another Lone Star Live forecast for you. We had a bit of crazy weather end of the week last week, and this week we're certainly going to be talking about that Texas heat. We live in Texas, we know it gets hot, but it's still spring and temperatures are going to feel more like summer. But first we'll talk about the severe weather outlooks from the Storm Prediction Center. This is for today and nada. There's not a severe weather chance for us, not even for thunderstorms today, which is really helping us feel that heat out there. Tomorrow, though, we do have a general thunderstorm risk and a marginal level 1 for folks living out there in Abilene, Dallas, Fort Worth, up to Wichita Falls as well. That just means we can see a couple severe thunderstorms tomorrow. Of course, these things are updated at least a couple times per day, so it's likely this could change, but right now we're just looking at a minimal level 1 out of 5 threat for us across Texas tomorrow. Wednesday, though, will increase it a little bit further. Right now, a level 2 out of 5, and of course that can be upgraded as well. We'll keep our eyes on this one, but once again for Dallas, Fort Worth, Abilene, Waco, down into Austin now, being in a level 1 out of 5, can all see severe weather. The rest of the state looking either dry or just a general thunderstorm risk. Thursday, once again, Storm Prediction Center does their level 1 through 5 for days 1 through 3, but for 4, 5, and then even through day 7 or 8, they do their severe weather outlines a little bit differently. So they were just saying, in this area that is highlighted in yellow, we could have anywhere from a 15 to 29% chance of there being severe weather on that day. So Thursday, we're looking like we could expect changes to this forecast, and then Friday we're not seeing anything, but as we know, last week we did see nothing on Thursday or Friday, yet we had that very strong storm move through the Houston area on, I believe, Thursday. So certainly we can have some major changes to this forecast. You'll definitely want to stay up to date with us. I will be writing severe weather forecasts every day if it is warranted. Let's get into our West Texas forecast. We are going to start with El Paso and Midland, Odessa. El Paso is where I live, and it is just going to be hot, guys. Hot and dry and breezy. You guessed it. We do have that yellow outline just because fire weather is a concern all week long for our West Texas cities with that dry humidities, like barely any humidity across West Texas, and these hot temperatures. And then when you get those wind gusts, a fire can spark and spread very rapidly. So if you live in West Texas, you want to make sure you are watching out for any fire dangers. If you are lighting a cigarette, make sure you don't throw it out into any dry grass. Make sure it actually goes into an ashtray. Just take those safety precautions. You don't want to be the cause for a major fire. North Texas, we also have the yellow highlight. It is looking dry for you guys as well for most of the week, and hot. You guys actually were seeing 100 degrees this past weekend, and today you can also see another 100-degree day. 90s to 80s expected for the rest of this upcoming week. Breezy to breezier at times. It looks like on Thursday we have a very low severe weather risk for folks near Lubbock. Rain chances are only at a 10%, so it's not looking very likely. However, if any storms do form, they could become severe on Thursday and Fridays, keeping those 90s in there. If you're living in Northeast Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth, you are looking at a hot week as well. We're keeping the yellow outline for some concern in for all 3 of our regions so far all week long. That's just because it's hot. It's going to be humid, at least for you guys in Dallas, Fort Worth. Now, you guys will also have the best chance of seeing some severe weather this week as well. Looks like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, severe storms will be possible. And then even on Friday, we could see a couple more storms as well. If they do form, we're looking at potentially big, large hail from 1 inch or greater, and winds 58 miles per hour or greater as well. Gusty for the next several days. And yeah, once again, just hot, so you have to make sure you're hydrating your body. Central Texas, okay, we've upgraded it to a red outline because I do have a greater concern for folks living in Central Texas. Heat indexes this week for you guys will be in the triple digits. Yes, air temperatures will be in the 90s, but you guys experience a lot more humidity than folks in West and North Texas, so the heat index really is going to soar all week long. Now, as far as rain goes, it looks like Wednesday and Thursday you could have a chance of rain with maybe even a couple severe thunderstorms for you on Wednesday and Thursday. Of course, we'll update that forecast as we get closer to those days, but breezy conditions expected as well. Hopefully that'll help out a little bit on the hot conditions, but you want to make sure if you're working outside, take plenty of breaks and bring extra amounts of water. You're really going to need it. All right, Gulf Coast, Texas. It is also with a red outline just because the heat index is looking brutal for you guys. We've already seen heat index values in South Texas, like Laredo and down into Brownsville, of 110, 115, even 120 degrees. So you guys are certainly going to be feeling it all week long. Temperatures will be in the 80s and 90s, but once again, with that humidity, it is going to feel very hot out there. For Corpus, it looks like you're also going to have some haze on your Tuesday and Wednesday at least. And once again, rain chances will be low through the majority of this upcoming work week, but it looks like on Thursday you might have a little chance of rain. Overall, it's looking like a hot week for Texas. Temperatures are going to feel like the 100s or greater in some locations, 90s and greater in other locations. Humidities are going to make it feel even worse out there, guys. So I can't tell you enough how important it is, because we're still early on in the season, that you're going to need to make sure you are really listening to your body, listen to your symptoms. If you start feeling dizzy, nauseous, you get that cold sweat, shakiness, you could be feeling heat exhaustion, and it could be life-threatening. So make sure if you start feeling those symptoms, get inside, drink some water, and just cool your body down before you return outside. All right, well, if you want to reach out to me at any given time, ask me any weather questions, ask me about clouds. Come on, somebody ask me about clouds. Feel free to reach out to me, but until next week, I'll see you then for another Texas 5-day weather forecast. Have a great week.